Wins News Time 11:30 for more on the Sunset Park subway shooting now. The MTA came out with numbers showing ridership down 5% the day after. Joining us live on 1010 Wins Newsline, the president of Passengers United, Charlton D'Souza. Charlton, what are you hearing from passengers? Are they scared?
Yes, passengers are just scared. They're devastated. And this was even before this incident happened, so we need a sense of security in the subway right now. And we've been calling for the New York congressional delegation in Washington, D.C. to add more funding to put security cameras in every new subway car that's coming out, or, for the R160s and the R179 fleet.
New security cams. What else do you want? Do you feel that more police could be the answer? Perhaps new technology to prevent people from getting on trains with guns? What else?
Sure. So we've been calling for a multi-layered security approach. You need private security guards, at the stations, especially overnight. And then you need police officers doing TOMS, train order maintenance sweeps, where 7 police officers enter a train, they eyeball everyone, they say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and they're looking for someone who's either strung out on drugs, they're sleeping, or they're causing a disturbance. And those individuals, those EDPs, emotionally disturbed people, they need to be taken out of the system because transit employees are getting assaulted, they're getting beaten. So that's why we need the security cameras in the subway cars. And right now, the MT does not have that.
We spoke with a former NYPD commissioner a little while ago, and he's been making the point that you need to go after the lower level crimes like fare beating just to instill a sense of security in the subways and to let any potential criminal know you're not going to get away with anything. Do you agree with that?
Yes. But the problem is in communities of color and in poor communities, people are being aggressively targeted. So we want to stop people at the turnstile. Obviously, if they're jumping the turnstile and they're wearing expensive clothes, they should be able to pay the fare. But, most times I tell people, if you don't have the fare, just ask the station agent or the police officer on duty, and they might let you in. But everyone's supposed to pay their fare. In fact, New York City now has a fair fares program where you can actually get a reduced fare Metro card for like $60. So you have to apply through the HRA website. So there's alternatives and options for people.
Yeah, good point. As president of Passengers United, do you have any advice for our 1010 Wins listeners who ride the subway?
Yes. And the advice I'm giving people, stop taking out your iPhones and playing with your iPhones on the train. And as soon as the doors open up, eyeball everyone that's coming in looking for a potential problem, and also sit in the middle of the train. Don't sit by the doors, because that's where people get snatched. And also at night, overnight, if you're coming down a staircase and you see individuals on the top of the staircase and you see someone at the bottom, I would say turn back and try to use a fully staffed entrance, or use an entrance like, an area where it's well lit.
All good advice, helping our listeners and New Yorkers keep safe on the subway. We appreciate your comments. President of Passengers United, Charlton D'Souza. Thank you.
Thank you so much.